start, I just want to apologize for the crappy quality of the video, because basically this is my first time using OBS, and I'm pretty new at this, so you're gonna have to forgive me for this. But anyway, this is the top 5 most useless features in Call of Duty. Some of these are really bad, and anyway, apologies for the video quality. I suck with OBS. I don't know how to really use it much. But anyway, let's get into the video. So coming up at number 5 has to be the dolphin dive. And yes, it does look really shitty, I know, but the dolphin dive. This is a feature in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. I don't think it was any of the other games. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, it was in Black Ops 1 and 2. And basically what this would do is you would sprint and then hold the B button or C or whatever, or C or controller, whatever you're on, and it would basically dolphin dive, and it can be useful at sometimes. The reason I'm putting it high at the list is because it's there and it can be used as a quick escape for some parts. But overall, it is a pretty useless feature, and I never really find myself using it that much. So anyway, here at number 4, we have the ground pound in Advanced Warfare. Oh man, talk about useless features. In Advanced Warfare, if you jump and then hold the B button or hold C or whatever, whichever you're on anyway, you will basically jump into the air when you're jumping, and if you hold it, you ground pound. It can kill enemies, but for the most part, I never find it to kill any enemies, and by the time you're already in the air and about to do it, you're already being shot at by someone who you're trying to ground pound. It is just very useless. It's never anything that I would ever use. It's pretty much only useful in, like, I don't know, other things. But anyway, it's never useless. But anyway, at number 3, we have Call of Duty Ghost, I guess you could call this the corner peek. Basically, what this does is it lets you peek through corners. So right here, you're gonna see I peek through these corners. I peek, and I can sometimes shoot enemies. It's not completely useless, but most of the time in Call of Duty Ghost, which is one of the worst games, by the way, you're never really gonna want to be using this. Like, there's never any time that you want to purposely use this. It can only be really used at a lot of other things. I mean, it's just basically just a useless thing. And we're coming to it at number 2. But yeah, it's basically just peeks across corners. You never ever use this. Pretty much no one I know uses this that much. It's just a useless thing. So anyway, at number 2, in Call of Duty World at War, and might be in other games, basically it's a higher explosive damage. I think it's called Fireworks. And let me pause this. It's basically Fireworks for World at War. And basically what this would do is it would pretty much make it we have a higher explosive damage. And I wasn't going to use perks for this originally, but this one is so useless. You never really use grenades that much, and in the long run it just ends up being a useless thing, and it never feels like you will need to use it. There's so many other perks that you could do that would be so much more useful, and this one just didn't feel something that you would ever want to use, because all it would do is just give you a higher explosive damage. So anyway, let's skip forward a little bit to the number 1 spot. Oh man, they did this all the way to Black Ops 2. Okay, this is basically Call of Duty Ghost Corner Peek's retarded cousin, if you could call it that. It's not even anything useful. All it would do is you would hit Q and E. This is a PC-only feature, and I am so glad this is not on the consoles. It would basically, E, you would lean right, Q, you would lean left. It was the worst. It would never even, if you were in a corner and you're trying to use this, it would barely have it where you can barely peek a little bit more to the right. And at that point, someone's already came behind you and killed you. It is so useless to use. You can use it anywhere, and when you're just standing in the middle of nowhere, you can do it. It's just so useless. I never have ever seen anybody that has ever used this. This is just the worst thing in Call of Duty. And I am so glad that they discontinued this, because it is just so bad. Nothing could ever get any worse. So anyway, that's going to be the video. Leave a like if you liked it. Sorry for the unprofessional kind of quality, because I am not very good at this. The OBS and, you know, the editing. I don't have that many good editing softwares, and Sony Vegas is too confusing for me, but I'll figure it out soon. So anyway, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Peace.